This is a review of my 2022 Tesla Model 3 long range. I've had it for about 3 months, driven about 6,000 or 7,000 miles since I bought it. I just got done shining it up, which will be in one of my later videos. But when you walk up to the car, the handles are different. If you're getting in on the left-hand side of the car, you want to use your left hand, push in, and the handle will come out. You just pull. I went with the white seats. Some people are scared of the white seats, but I've seen, Teslas that are 8 to 10 years old that have the white seats, and they're in great condition. There's also another video on how I take care of those. The interior is pretty easy to clean. Mostly just dusting stuff off. If you have anything tough, I use my seat cleaner on it. I think it's an amazing car. It's got a very simple design. Not very many buttons. Get 2 on the steering wheel. Everything is controlled by this touchscreen. You have decent amount of storage. You got phone chargers here. You have storage in here. It has a light. Got your cup holders. Then you have more storage in here. The glove box. Open glove box. Glove box is over here where you can have all your documents. Got the glass roof. All white seats. Very simple car. So for this one, if you ever go through a car wash, make sure to put it in car wash mode. If anybody comes around your car, the Sentry will activate if you have it turned on, and will record whatever someone's doing around your car, which is kind of nice, but it can run the battery down. You have all your controls here, steering wheel, mirrors, which will be controlled by these buttons on the steering wheel. You can also open the glove box there. Different accelerations, how light or heavy you want the steering to be, and I like it to have it on hold mode, so when I'm at a red light or stop sign, I don't have to hold the brake. It does have regenerative braking, so if you do let off of the accelerator or gas pedal, it will automatically start regenerative braking, charging the battery off of your momentum, which helps you maintain a charge. Charging spots. You have your autopilot. I have the full self-driving. It's $100 a month. I highly recommend it. It's very nice to have. I have it in standard mode. If you have it in hurry mode, it'll always be in the fast lane, even if you're not going over the speed limit. So I have it in standard. And there's your keys. Your phone is your key, and the other key is going to be like a little credit card that you can use. Lights. You can adjust your seats. All the seats are heated. The steering wheel is also heated, and you can adjust the passenger seat. Only when no one's in there, so that's no fun. I like the dark display. I think it saves a little bit of battery, but you can go to the light display. You can put it on auto. It'd be light during the day, dark at night. It's your Sentry mode. Service. You see your tire pressures. These cars don't need a whole lot of service. Pretty much, change the cabin air filter, put tires on it, and you drive around. There's no oil changes. Tire rotation, wiper blades, cabin air filter, alignment, and make sure your windshield camera area is clear, which you do when you clean your car. So you have 30,722 miles. I got it with about 25,000 on it, 25,000 on the car. I love it. Software, this is where you see the information about the car. So we have a Model 3 long range dual motor. That just means that it's all-wheel drive. We got full self-driving computer, acceleration boost. It's basically software that does make the car a little bit faster. Premium connectivity. Basically your car has cellular data to be able to play music or YouTube or Netflix, whatever you want to do with that. The car will let you know when you need to update the vehicle, kind of like a phone. Just connect it to some Wi-Fi and let it update. Trips, you can see how efficient your trips have been. From what I've seen, you know, my average of 257 is pretty good for kilowatt hours per mile. If you're, you know, laying into it a little bit, you're going to start seeing 300, maybe 400 kilowatts per mile, and that's just not very good. Bluetooth upgrades, there's no upgrades. I pretty much have everything that this car can have. Up here I have my profile, and I have easy entry. So the steering wheel and the seat are kind of back right now, and if I press on the brake, it'll automatically go to where I have it set for myself, which is really nice. You can control, you know, all your AC, your heated seats, heated steering wheel here, your fan, all that stuff. Here you have navigation, which is already up. Cameras, you can see all your cameras, dash cam, so you can see the recordings of what just happened. Energy, I like to look at this when I'm going on long drives. It'll tell you kind of what was expected for the drive and then what you actually did for the drive. So right now, it says 148 miles, and this says I could probably go 133. So it's pretty close to what the battery says. And you can, you know, go in. It kind of all just depends on how you drive, right? It'll even calculate the wind and how much that would cost you on your battery for the trip. Climate doesn't seem to really affect it a whole lot. If you are driving over 70, that's when you start draining the battery pretty quick. So on the highways, I'll try to do like 75 or 77, just so I can get more range. And if I'm gonna be really low on battery, I'll drive like 70, 72, just to make sure that I can make it with some extra power. Phone, calendar, messages, theater. You can log into these apps while you're sitting at the charging stations. You can watch Netflix, Hulu, TikTok, all of those. You cannot do it while you're driving. Arcade, also while you're plugged in, getting charged up. You can play all these games. It's a large variety. I've only played this one. You play with the steering wheel, or you can connect like an Xbox controller and play with it. Toy box, this one's pretty fun. The light show, I'll add that in a clip here. Emissions, you can make fart sounds on different sides of the car. You can do fart on demand, or when someone sits down, it'll let out a fart on turn signal. Every time you turn on turn signal, it'll rip a good one. Oh, fart on contact is when you sit. Fart on demand is when you press this button over here. So pretty fun. You can customize the color of your Tesla. I have mine is silver. You can change it. Just go with blue. That didn't work. There you go, there's white. Now I gotta find my color again. Pretty close. All right, I'll deal with that later. Boombox. This is where you can set your locking sound. Mine's a goat, a screaming goat. It's pretty funny. Change your horn sound. You can also play your media, so whatever you have playing here, you can play it outside of the car, which is pretty nice when you're outdoors. I haven't figured out how to make it work with the driver door closed, so that's kind of something I got to work on. Tracks, you can, make different audios, get cozy. It's a little fireplace, experience the romance, and it'll turn on the heat in the car. Scratch pads, so you can write stuff down. Mars, so instead of on your map, you have the actual map, you have Mars. Santa, you can go from a car to being Santa Claus. Rainbow Road, so when you're in self-driving, it'll show you where the car is going to go ahead of you, and you can turn that to a rainbow. Internet, manual, Spotify, Bluetooth, get the radio, all kinds of different apps to listen to music. That's pretty much it for there. So to exit the vehicle, you have this button here that kind of has a little door on the side there. You press it, but if that doesn't work, you have this handle right here that you can pull and it'll open. Just try not to do that a whole lot. It can cause damage to the window trim. Here in the back, it's automatic. Comes with a charger. I do have a few suggestions on this. So this is a 220. You can plug it in and plug it into a 220. It'll take, depending on how much battery you have, it could take 6 or 8 hours to charge at home. This is your 110. It could take 24 plus hours, depending on your charge. And this is a little converter. So a lot of places you go have this type of charger. You just clip it in and you charge your car. You can open your charging port, put this in there. If you ever do get this stuck in your charging port, because it happens, there's a little tab right here that you'll pull and it will release it. That's happened a few times. But good amount of room back here, more than you would think. And there's also some hidden spots. I got this spot over here with, my cleaning stuff. Under here, I have a extension cord for if I need to charge up, a hoodie for when it gets cold, and pickleball stuff. But I'll open up the front so that you can see it. You have your controls right here. You can lock, unlock the car, open the trunk, open the frunk. This one's frunk is not automatic. Got a decent amount of room up here. I don't use it a whole lot. You can top off your windshield wiper fluid there. That was the car locking. Kind of have to be, you know, a little bit of force there to close it and lock it, but I love it so far, and it's not really that expensive to charge up. If I go to like a fast charger, a supercharger, I'll spend $10 to $15 to go from 20% to 80%, and it won't take but like 30 minutes probably. Charging at home or at work is the best way. You tend to get power for a lot cheaper at home or work. But that's my review of my Tesla. Thanks for watching.